Welcome, 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 everyone. So, just wanted to jump on here. It's the end of 2025, another year under the books, as we should say. I figured I'd just get on here and thank all my wonderful subscribers and all the sponsors and everybody that puts up with all this nonsense. I put in a lot of work on this channel, and we've kind of created a good little community here to help fight the fraud in trucking. And for people that don't know what I'm talking about, maybe you just came across this video on this channel, we do a lot of deep investigations into fraud in trucking, especially in the expedited side. And we expose a lot of these frauds and criminal networks and all the nonsense they're doing. But lately, we've decided to take it up a notch. So I work with another guy. We refer to him as Agent X, along with my many informants. And these analysis reports get sent not only to Homeland Security, FBI, and whoever else, because we know once we get it in their databases, they have no choice but to start doing their investigations. And I just want to wish everyone a happy new year, and we're going to be breaking into 2026, and I think we have to turn up the heat. I see some stuff changing. I see, different YouTubers doing things, and I always said, noise gets results. Noise, paperwork, laws. So this is what we have to focus on. All this, mumbling on TikTok and YouTube or, even on Facebook, it doesn't go nowhere. You need guys that have brains, intellect, maybe the gear, the time, the analytical skills up here to put all this stuff together and to expose fraud, just like fraud is being exposed over in Somali, or I should say, the new Somali in Minnesota. And that YouTuber, is a young guy, but God bless him, man. He's doing good work. So, a lot of us aren't in it for just a notoriety. We actually want to see change. And if that change were to happen and good things were to come about, maybe guys like me, Axel, I could go do something better. I could maybe, I don't know, go find missing kids or something. Because let's face it, a lot of times this trucking stuff is boring. It is severely boring. This niche is boring. But, I got guys that come to me and they got problems. And as you can see, the last video I did, that Metro Logistics, and Metro, okay, you paid the guy, but look what I had to do. Look what I had to do. I had to make a video to expose you to pay a measly $150 that was owed since before Thanksgiving. But it doesn't matter because now you exposed yourself as a chameleon carrier. And we have so many of them. That's the problem. All you frauds out there think you're just going to open up all these corporations and run all these motor carrier authorities. And then you got large brokerages like Nolan, and I'm hearing Global Trans, that are literally giving load lists, and I've showed it in one of my other previous videos, just literally giving load lists to Pakistanis overseas. And no, we're not just going to pick on the Pakistanis, even though there's 40 known terrorist organizations over there. And why any American brokerage would be sending load lists to those people, I have no clue. Not to mention all the new drivers that come in the industry and send all their information to all these crooks overseas. I see earlier today a guy told me his dispatch from overseas, they even have his credit card so they can charge his credit card when it's time for them to get paid. I've never seen such crazier stuff in my life. So this allowing them to set up your corporations, your authorities, and have your EIN numbers and all your personal information, this has to stop. There needs to be more education. I can't believe in this day and age, and now we're going into 2026, why you would want to give everybody your personal information, especially overseas. Why would you do that? So then we got good brokers and bad brokers. There's some good brokers, but even some of those good brokers have bad agents. And the problem is, when I get wind of it and I collect all the information and I see what's going on, and a lot of people send me all kinds of stuff from brokers to carriers, drivers, everybody. You know what I'm going to do with it? I'm going to make it public. I want it to be public so when anyone that searches your company or your name, they're going to come across what you or your organization is doing. And that's how we do it. This is journalism. We report stuff. We investigate, we analyze, and we report, and we document. And I don't care who likes it, because this is what we do. So, if you have any tips or information, or you want to be an informant, anything good. Like, I have this 2,000 double brokered list. It will come out eventually, but right now I have to hold. All I'm going to say is we're waiting on the feds. I have to put a little hold on it because we don't want to spook them right now. But I'm telling you, we're coming for these guys. Any which way you could think of, you frauds cannot hide anymore. And as I see it, there's more and more people jumping on this bandwagon. And every little bit they do helps, whether they're a TikToker, whether they're a YouTuber, whether they're a Facebooker, whether they're whoever. It's going to get around. It's going to come out. And it's going to go back to the customers. So you brokers, you're putting your customers in jeopardy. I'm telling you now, when I see the frauds do this double brokering, this nonsense, and I get a hold of those BOLs, customer information, what do you think I'm doing with it? I'm giving it to the brokers that I feel are good, so they can go steal your customers. Forget about carriers back soliciting. We want the brokers to take loads from the bad brokers, the brokers who deal with the frauds. And I know some of you fraudulent brokerages only deal with your own people with their fraudulent carrier authorities. So there's no escape. There will always be that devil in the red dress, as we should say. He's here. He's here. We're going to come for you. And I don't know, if you got any comments or anything you'd like to say, but you see that dumpster over there? That's where I'm going to throw a lot of you guys, in that dumpster. You're going in that dumpster, and you're not coming out from that dumpster. If you try to come out from the dumpster, I'm going to throw you back in the dumpster, because that's where you belong. This garbage does not belong in this country. To allow money to be laundered, especially overseas, to terrorist organizations and funding these kind of criminal organizations, you need jail. I believe a lot of you that are running brokerages and carrier authorities, you need to go to prison for a long time for what you allow to happen. Because we see in trucking all these drugs being smuggled within trucking, human trafficking, which has even been witnessed by Agent X. It's really disgusting. It's really disgusting. And to profit off this kind of stuff while lives are being taken because of drugs and while young girls are being hauled in trucks, it's disgusting. It's really disgusting. So we're going to do what we have to do to make it public. And I'm hopefully here in the next couple months, I'll be on the road. And you don't want me on the road. You truly don't want me on the road, because I will be at some of your locations. I will be collecting intel. I will be collecting video footage, and I'll be putting it out there. So I think that's it. I just want to, like I said again, any subscribers, followers, or if you're new, if you're interested in this kind of stuff or you want to stay updated, because I don't take sponsorships from crooks. Nobody controls me. That's number one. They'll never control this channel. They'll never control my TikTok. So let me know what you think. Like, share, and subscribe. If you're interested in becoming a member of the channel or you wish to be a sponsor for the channel, just reach out to me. Axel.liveshow@gmail.com. Hope everyone has a safe and happy new year. And if you're a good brokerage, maybe you should think to yourself, I got some drivers out there and they're hauling for me during the New Year's. Maybe they don't have family or something, or maybe they needed to stay working to make the extra money. Why don't you just reach into your little piggy banks and send them $20 to $50? Just surprise them. Say, hey, you got a Cash App or a Venmo or something? I'd like to make sure you got a nice breakfast, lunch, or dinner for your New Year's out there on the road. Because I'd like to get stories like that. I'd like drivers to reach out to me, say, Axel, man, this broker, he gave me a good rate on this load. And he even reached out to me. He said, listen, I know you're working during the holiday. I want to send you a little bonus, something extra. Because let's face it, you guys aren't taking the Benjamins to the grave. The Egyptians couldn't take all their gold with them. So stop acting like you're going to suck all this money and take it with you to the grave. Some of you, I don't know what to say anymore. Anyways, Happy New Year. And I'll see you guys. Get ready. 2026, we want to make it hot. I'm Axel, and I'm out.